Let's learn differentiation by rule. Okay, this is very important because whichever question comes out of calculus, whether it is differentiation or integration, you will have to do some sort of differentiation, and it will be of complex sums, which can contain decimals, fractions, and all these things. So a good understanding of the differentiation is pretty important. So that's why once you are learning this, you start um, uh, by by the basics. Okay, practice a lot of questions on this section. Only then you will be able to do the exam questions. So many people make a mistake that they learn differentiation, they just quickly do this, and they go to the exam questions and they're not able to do it. Okay, so the main problem which happens over here is because they are not thorough with the differentiation topic. The exam questions in calculus are very simple because there are only a few concepts which you need to remember and recognize in the exam questions, because once you start recognizing, it is just the differentiation which will take your time, and if you are thorough with the differentiation, you are going to get full marks in this question. So my recommendation is to start with the differentiation, do as many practice questions as possible from your textbook. Any textbook is fine, do it and be thorough with this topic, and then move on to the exam question so that you can do it. So let's start the differentiation by rule. So what it says is there are certain rules for differentiation. You just need to follow it and you will get the values. So to have the rules, in the all the rules are there in the formula book. So there's nothing for you to memorize. You just need to know how to apply that rule. Okay. So let's see the first rule, which is if y is equal to x to the power of n, okay, dy over dx is equal to n x to the power of n minus 1. Okay. So now understand this. This is n and that n will come here, and then you subtract it and it will come on the top. That's the differentiation. Okay. Now for example, if I need to say an example, y is equal to x to the power of 5, dy by dx is equal to 5 will come here, x, and then subtract, that will be 4. That's it. Very simple. Okay. And if I say y is equal to 3x to the power of 4, there is a number here, then dy by dx will be equal to 3 times, then differentiate 3 times d by dx of 3x to the power of 4, which is, you have to differentiate that, which is nothing but 3 times, no, d by dx of x to the power of 4, sorry, that is 4x to the power of 3, that will be equal to 12x to the power of 3. Okay. So if you know these two, you can do any question. So y is equal to 7x cube, dy by dx will be equal to, bring 3 down, so 7 times 3, which is like 21x square. Okay. Y is equal to 6x to the power of 4. The differentiation will be, bring 4 down, that is 6 4s are 24 x to the power of 3. So it's very straightforward. There's nothing. And there's one more thing which you have to know is d by dx of a constant, okay, will always be 0. Like for example, if d by dx of 5, which will be equal to 0. Okay. Now if you have two functions, for example, y is equal to 3x square plus 4x cube. Sorry about that. If you have this function, you need to do it separately. So do the differentiation for this one and do the differentiation for this one. So dy by dx for this one will be equal to, first I'm going to take 3x square. So the differentiation for 3x square is 6x plus, and 6x to the power of 1. Okay, since there's a 1, I'm not writing it. And for the second one, it is like 12x to the power of 2. Another question, y is equal to 2x square plus 5x, dy by dx will be equal to 2 into 2, 4, 4x plus 5. D by dx of x is equal to 1. Okay. And suppose if you have a negative number, for example, 2 minus 6x square, y is equal to 2 minus 6x square, dy by dx is equal to, differentiation of 2 is 0, a constant, and minus 6 times 2x, that is equal to minus 12x. Okay. Another question, if you have y is equal to 6x cube minus 3x square plus 4x, dy by dx will be equal to 6 into 2, 18x square minus 3 into 2, 6x plus 4. Okay. Let's do another question with some fractions. Y is equal to 2x square plus 5 by x. Now, when it comes to a fraction like this, you cannot do a differentiation for fraction. We just know the fraction of a differentiation of x square or x cube or anything like that. So if it is in the denominator, we don't know how to do it. But we know indices. So what you need to do is you write this as 5 over x can be written as 5x to the power of minus 1. Then you do the differentiation. So that is equal to dy by dx is equal to 2 times 2, which is equal to 4x plus 5 times this, I'm just splitting it, times x to the power of minus 1 minus 1. So that is equal to 4x minus 5 times x to the power of minus 2. Now here you can simplify this or write it neatly by 5 by x square. You can write it as a denominator. Okay. Now let's do another question. Y is equal to root of x minus 3 by x square. How will you simplify this? Root of x can be written as x to the power of 1 over 2 minus 3x to the power of minus 2. So bring everything to the numerator. That is the main idea. And then you do dy by dx is equal to 1 by 2 x to the power of 1 over 2 minus 1. Okay. Then minus 3 times minus 2 times x to the power of minus 2 minus 1. So I'm just writing it in detail so that we understand. So 1 by 2 x to the power of minus 1 over 2. Then minus 3 times minus 2 will be plus 6 x to the power of minus 3. And since you have minus 3, you can write this as 1 by 2. X to the power of 1 over 2 can be written as 1 by 2 x to the power of 1 over 2 plus 6 over x to the power of 3. X to the power of 1 over 2 can be written as 1 by 2 root x plus 6 by x cube. So even if you write like this, you will get marks, but it is always better to write it a bit more neatly so that the examiner will find it easier or good or something like that. Like they might find it in a better format and they will have a feel good factor. Okay. Now let's do a couple more questions here just to get this thorough with. So y is equal to x to the cube root of x. Okay. If the question is y equal to cube root of x. So immediately you can write this as x to the power of 1 over 3 and dy by dx can be written as 1 over 3 x to the power of 1 over 3 minus 1, which is equal to 1 over 3 x to the power of 1 over 3 minus 1. You can very well put it into the calculator and do it. Okay. I would say don't do any calculations in mind during the exam. Just put it in the calculator, or it is like minus 2 over 3. And this can be written as 1 by 3 times 1 by x to the power of 2 over 3. And this again, if you want to simplify, you can write this as 1 by 3 cube root of x square. Okay. So remember, when you have root of x or x to the power of minus something, you just bring it to the numerator, you just calculate it and do it as we do as a normal one. Okay. Let me take another question. Y is equal to x to the power of 5 over 2. Okay. This is straightforward. Dy by dx is equal to 5 over 2 x to the power of 5 over 2 minus 1. That's equal to 5 over 2 x to the power of 3 over 2. Okay. Let me take another question. Okay. Y is equal to square root of x plus 1 by square root of x. So this can be written as x to the power of 1 over 2 plus 1 by x to the power of 1 over 2, which is equal to x to the power of 1 over 2 plus x to the power of minus 1 over 2. And then dy by dx is equal to 1 over 2 x to the power of minus 1 over 2 minus 1 over 2 x to the power of minus 3 over 2. This again you can simplify as 1 by 2 x to the power of 1 over 2 minus 1 by 2 times 1 by x to the power of 3 over 2. Then if you want, you can write this as 1 by 2 root x minus 1 by 2 root x cube.